Alright, let's set the scene. Imagine you're standing on the edge of an airplane, thousands of feet in the air, wind whipping past your face. You're at Army Airborne School, and you're about to become a paratrooper. Exciting, right? Well, for our man Joe, it was a little more nerve-wracking. So, the instructor, a grizzled sergeant who's probably jumped more times than he's had hot meals, gathers all the recruits. He holds up the parachute pack and starts explaining the basics. Alright, listen up, you aspiring sky gods, he barks, when you're exactly 300 feet above the ground. You pull this bright red ripcord, got it? The main chute will blossom out like a beautiful, life-saving flower. Everyone nods. But Joe's hand shoots up. You can practically see the sweat beading on his forehead. Sergeant, what if it doesn't open? He asks, his voice trembling just a little. The instructor just gives him a steely-eyed look. Good question, Private. That's why we have a backup. If the main fails, you wait until you're at 100 feet and you pull this yellow backup cord. This one is your best friend if your first friend lets you down. Joe looks a little relieved, but only for a second. The gears are still turning in his anxious mind. Okay, he mutters. But Sergeant, what if that one doesn't open either? The other recruits start to snicker, but Joe is dead serious. The instructor sighs, but he keeps his cool. Fine. In the highly unlikely event that both fail, you've got one last chance. This little blue cord here. Pull it at 50 feet. It's a small emergency chute, but it'll slow you down. At this point, Joe is pale as a ghost. He can barely get the words out. Sergeant, I have to ask, what if the blue one, what if it jams too? He squeaks. The whole room is quiet now, waiting for the instructor's answer. The instructor walks right up to Joe, gets nose to nose with him, and points to a tiny black cord tucked away on the harness. Well, Private, he says in a low voice. If all else fails, when you're just 5 feet from the ground, you pull this black cord. Joe's eyes widen with a tiny glimmer of hope. And that will save me. The instructor claps him hard on the shoulder. Oh, come on, man, you can't fall from 5 feet. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed that little story, do me a favor and hit that like button. And for more content that will make you smile, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We'll see you in the next one.